Have you ever found yourself in sudden darkness, scrambling for a flashlight or your phone? The world as we know it relies on that constant hum of electricity, and when it goes silent, things can get challenging fast. With today's elevated risks of attacks on critical infrastructure, blackouts can happen more unexpectedly than ever. Whether it's severe weather, wildfires, grid malfunctions, or even something more deliberate, in those frantic first minutes, the decisions you make can either keep you safe or turn a tough situation into a serious problem. That's why I'm here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the biggest mistakes people make when the power cuts out and show you exactly how to avoid them so you can stay calm and in control no matter how long the lights stay off. We're talking about becoming self-reliant, adapting to the unexpected, and making sure you and your loved ones are prepared for anything. If you stick around, you'll learn about generator safety, how to handle food and water, simple ways to maintain illumination without sparking a fire, tips for keeping your home secure, and how to plan for long-term outages. Also, be sure to check out the tagged products listed in this video. They can really help you get prepared. Let's jump in and see how to handle a blackout without falling into the trap so many people do. Let's talk generators. When the power goes out and darkness descends, a generator can seem like a lifeline. But just like any powerful tool, you need to treat it with respect, or it can turn on you faster than a hungry crocodile. The biggest danger with generators is carbon monoxide poisoning. This silent killer is odorless, colorless, and can be fatal in high concentrations. It's produced when fuel burns, and generators, especially when used incorrectly, can pump out a dangerous amount. Never, and I mean ever, run a generator indoors, in your garage, or even near an open window or vent. It needs to be at least 20 feet away from your home, with the exhaust pointing away from any openings. A well-ventilated area is crucial, and always have a working carbon monoxide detector on every level of your home. This is your early warning system, your lifeline against this invisible threat. Always use a transfer switch installed by a qualified electrician to isolate your generator from the grid. Store gasoline and other flammable liquids in approved containers away from any heat sources or open flames. A generator is a powerful tool, but only if used correctly. When the power goes out, your fridge and freezer become a race against time. Every degree warmer means your food is closer to spoiling. First things first, keep those doors closed as much as possible. Treat them like a treasure chest you only open when absolutely necessary. Every peek inside lets out precious cold air. A full freezer will stay colder for longer, so consider stocking up on ice packs or even freezing water bottles to fill the gaps. They'll act like ice blocks, keeping things cold and providing you with drinking water as they melt. For the fridge, a good rule of thumb is that most perishable foods will be safe for about 4 hours without power. After that, it's a gamble. Meat, poultry, and dairy are the first to go. If in doubt, throw it out. Use a thermometer inside your fridge and freezer to monitor the temperature. If it starts creeping up too high, you'll know you need to use those perishable items quickly or find an alternative storage solution like a cooler with ice. If it's safe to do so, a barbecue grill or camp stove outdoors can be a lifesaver. And don't forget about no-cook meals. Canned goods, granola bars, peanut butter and crackers are all great options that don't require any cooking. By following these tips, you can minimize food waste, stay hydrated, and keep your stomach happy, even when the lights are out. When darkness falls, our instinct is to reach for a source of light. But using the wrong kind of light source during a blackout can be as risky as navigating a jungle path at night. Candles and oil lamps, while seemingly romantic, are a fire hazard, especially in a situation where emergency services might be stretched thin. A dropped candle, a flickering flame near a curtain. It doesn't take much for a small spark to turn into a full-blown disaster. That's why I always recommend opting for safer alternatives. Battery-powered LED lanterns are a game-changer. They provide bright, long-lasting light and are incredibly safe. Plus, many models come with USB ports, so you can even charge your phone or other devices. Another great option is solar-powered lanterns. Leave them out in the sun during the day, and they'll provide you with hours of light at night. Flashlights are essential for individual use, allowing you to move around safely and check on things in dark corners. By choosing safe and reliable light sources, you can avoid the risk of fire and navigate a blackout with confidence. Water is life, and during a blackout, it becomes even more precious. You can survive for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. That's why it's crucial to have a plan for staying hydrated when the taps run dry. The general rule of thumb is to store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day, enough for drinking and basic hygiene. But in a real pinch, you can stretch that further. If you live in an area with rainfall, take advantage of it. Set up containers to collect rainwater and then purify it using boiling water purification tablets or a portable water filter. Remember, even water that looks clean can harbor harmful bacteria and viruses. Without working toilets, things can get unsanitary quickly. A simple bucket toilet can be made using a 5-gallon bucket, a toilet seat lid if you have one, and some heavy-duty trash bags. For hand washing, keep a large container of water with soap and a dedicated hand towel. Hygiene becomes even more critical during a blackout. Wash your hands frequently, especially before handling food or eating, and try to maintain a clean living environment to prevent the spread of germs. Staying healthy is as important as any other skill during a blackout. When the grid goes down, it's not just about staying comfortable, it's about staying safe. Darkness can bring out the best and, unfortunately, the worst in people. So it's vital to take steps to secure your home and be aware of your surroundings. First things first, make sure your doors and windows are properly secured. Check your locks, reinforce weak points, and consider investing in additional security measures like window bars or door braces. During a blackout, noise travels. Keep your voices down, avoid using loud generators or equipment near windows, and be mindful of any sounds that seem out of place. Maintain communication with your neighbors if possible. There's strength in numbers, and looking out for each other can deter potential problems. Share information, resources, and offer assistance if needed. If you have a security system, make sure it's battery-powered and fully charged. Consider having alternative ways to call for help if landlines and cell service are down, like a weather radio or a personal locator beacon. Keep a battery-powered radio or NOAA weather radio handy to stay updated on the situation, weather forecasts, and any instructions from authorities. Knowledge is power, even when the power's out. Stay informed and stay safe. Now let's talk about the long game. While most blackouts are over relatively quickly, some can last for days, even weeks. That's when having a plan for an extended outage can make all the difference. First, build a stockpile of non-perishable food and water. Think canned goods, dried fruits, nuts, energy bars, and enough water to last at least 3 days, ideally a week or more. Rotate your stock regularly to ensure freshness. If you rely on medication, have an ample supply on hand, along with a copy of your prescriptions, and if you have any special medical equipment that requires electricity, talk to your doctor about backup power options. Entertainment and mental well-being are often overlooked. Board games, books, puzzles, and even a deck of cards can make a huge difference in keeping spirits up during a prolonged outage. Spend time with loved ones, share stories, and support each other. If you have a fireplace or wood-burning stove, make sure you have a good supply of seasoned firewood. Consider learning some basic bushcraft skills like fire starting, shelter building, and water purification. These skills can boost your confidence and self-reliance in any situation. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the silent threat of carbon monoxide to the importance of securing your home and having a plan for water, food, and even entertainment during a long-term outage. Look, out there in the wild, I've learned that preparation is everything. It's not about living in fear, it's about taking control and empowering yourself with the knowledge and skills to face any situation head-on. Whether you live in a hurricane zone, a region with harsh winters, or a generally stable area that experiences the occasional power outage, understanding these pitfalls and preparing for them can make a night and day difference when the grid actually goes down. I hope this video helps you feel more confident and motivated to take some practical steps now, instead of waiting until you're stumbling around in the dark. Remember those key points: generator safety, food and water management, safe illumination, sanitation, securing your home, and planning for the long haul. These are the pillars of surviving and thriving, even when the lights go out. If you found this helpful, be sure to sign up for my newsletter so you can grab your free guide Surviving Power Grid Failure. Thanks so much for watching and for being proactive about your own safety and comfort. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you next time.